What's that word? How goes it? Everybody. Hope everyone. Well, still got some watch shit to do real quick. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll get shit together at the right time. But that's okay. You know? I am trying, nonetheless. Hope everyone's doing great out there. Appreciate it. And speaking of that, by that being said, Dope Beat is much fire, but Jungle to Jungle, one of my favorite Pokemons. Just so y'all know. That beat comes from this episode. Sure, I'll take Tech Nine. My nigga money straight, so shit. Call me Tech Nine if you want to. I don't really give, but nonetheless, we're cracking into some old shit tonight. We're talking about polyrhythmic code, and I'm guessing you may not know what the fuck that is. So, what a better person to bring it to you and help you figure it out. This push. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, let's get this shit cracked. We're cracking the oldest musical cipher on earth, and that is what, ladies and gentlemen? Polyrhythms. No, not that bad relationship you got with two bitches. It's actually a code so powerful that kingdoms used it, colonizers feared it, and modern producers are still decoding that shit too. And I might be one of them since I didn't use a little trap in my beats. A little trap. Shit. Don't do me like this, cuz. Don't do me like this. Alright, there we go. Alright, nonetheless, yeah, let's get into it. A polyrhythm is simple. It's two or more rhythms that don't line up evenly, but they're played at the same time. So, I mean, it's basically like something that's offbeat that still fucking goes together. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like you and that baby mama. What's that word? What's good, man? Shout out to that Mexican team. Shit, cooling. Talk about some polyrhythms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to educate the people. For everybody to be on game. I find out new shit, so I bring it to y'all. But the most important part about this polyrhythmic shit is it's math, it's psychology, it's physics, it's culture, and most of all, the shit is dangerous. Depends on how you use the shit. I feel like that's with anything that is not widely spoken on that used to be. Kind of like weed. Weed was the shit. Then all of a sudden, niggas started making up bullshit. Nonetheless, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. You have a clap steady of a 2 count on your left hand, right? All right. Then you tap a 3 count on your right. All right. They only land together every 6 fucking beats. So that 6 becomes a secret grid between both rhymes and it orbits around. This is what you call a 3-2 polyrhythm, the most universal rhythm. All right. Now we're gonna get into the ancestral origins and where this code began. These rhythms didn't start on metronomes. They began in West Africa thousands of years. Shout out to West Africa for the polyrhythms, man. Actually, fun fact: the Ashanti, Yoruba, and Iwe cultures are all used or have all used 3/2 and 4/3 polyrhythms in their drum and ensemble. Polyrhythms were used for communication through what we would call talking. Um, Certain drum tones imitated language pitch, and messages could be sent miles away. All right, so I feel like that's where we get a lot of our communication from, whether we get it or not. I think that shit does come from other cultures, other things in life, whether we do it. Shout out to West Africa for giving us some shit that we didn't know we needed. You know what I'm saying? Um, Also, in the Iwe music, the bell pattern. I'm not saying that shit. Nankuki. Yeah, we can go with that. Nankuki is literally a time map. It controls how other drums fit or clash. This makes African drumming more like a galaxy. Example: the bell plays a repeating timeline. One drum plays a 4-beat phrase, another plays a 3-beat phrase, and another plays a 5-beat phrase. This creates rhythmic tension, release, and spiritual trance states, which shamans and other mystifying people use in this motherfucker. Shout out to our shamans out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that shit or not, but nonetheless, shout out to the shamans. It's also the rhythm that colonizes the people. So when enslaved Africans were brought to the Americas, the drums came too, and immediately the government tried to erase them. Yeah, that sounds right. Fucking government trying to take away the work that we brought from the other country. Music. They didn't even know it was some bullshit. Now, because I feel like with music, that has been robbed from us. I feel like music has been totally robbed from us. We have gotten the short end of the stick in music so many times. But yet we lead the culture. Yet we are the culture. But yet we don't get any recognition for it. And then also, I'm tired of it. Why do we have to go to the Rock and Roll Hall? Why don't we have some shit for ourselves? Like, I mean, yeah, we could say that technically we was in that realm too, but why don't we have our own shit? Why do we always have to go to other people's shit? But yeah, we started a whole fucking John Rock scene. So I'm not understanding shit. All right, but nonetheless, South Carolina's Negro Act of 1740 banned drums because they were used to coordinate uprising. Drums were seen as weapons. Yes, the trap 808s and shit that you love both so much was seen as a fucking weapon. Straight Another Night, by the way, is going to be wet. Yeah. That's so crazy to me. How everything can be weaponized except the fucking weapons. Um, Kind of hilarious to me that everything is bad when they don't understand it. But once they find a way to manipulate and emulate that same thing, whole different ballgame, correct? That we've seen over the years. All right. The Haitian Revolution fighters used polyrhythmic drumming and voodoo ceremonies to fuel unity and warfare strategy. I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is what I'm saying. Who I'm story can attest to this. I've been doing my shadow. So I'm realizing I'm a lot of fuck. You feel me? Like I'm a lot. So with that being said, in my shadow growth journal, it says identify your shadow traits, but also identify what good they can bring to your life if you're done and used in the right way. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like when I hear voodoo, shamans, um, anything that's taboo or occult, I first think, okay, if it's bad, what's the good? And vice versa for good shit. It's so good, now what's the bad? Because you have to embrace both. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it didn't sound like they was trying to kill motherfuckers with voodoo. You know, it was like they were having ceremonies to fuel unity, which is all those bullshit ass team building exercises they have you do, just maybe not the same way. And warfare strategy. Cool. So, like a meditation, possibly. So, why is this always talked about in the course life? What's up, Tim Dunn? But just help me understand that. That's all I ask. Like, help me understand why everything that deals with us has to be. But yet, being a Christian is the greatest gift on earth. But I don't met more Christians who was crooked than the people they talk about. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think everything is bad as people make it out to be. I think you have to find it for yourself and do your own fucking research and find out if it's really that or if it's not. Because if it's not that, then what the fuck are we talking about? You know? All right, another fun fact. In many US states, drums were outlawed until the 1800s. I bet they didn't tell you that shit in the music place. All right, that's why enslaved Africans switched to stomps, claps, body percussion, field hollers, and call response. Definitely gonna make a beat out of that shit. And that's how polyrhythms survived. All right, let's get into the next part, the rebirth, Congo Square. In the 1800s, New Orleans created one exception, Congo Square, a place where enslaved people could gather and drum. That's hard. It's cool that it ties into a place where I actually have some ties to. My wife was born there, from there. It's, um, it's cool how it ties together. Like talking about the voodoo shit, and New Orleans. It's similarities. It's dope. So, all right, now Congo Square is the birthplace of American rhythm, culture, jazz, blues, funk, and hip-hop. Polyrhythms fused with French military marching bands, Caribbean rhythms, indigenous chants, and Spanish dance music. This fusion birthed jazz swing, one of America's first musical exports. We don't get a lot of these motherfuckers, but people don't give us our credit. So I'm just gonna give y'all some modern producers who use polyrhythms and just give y'all a little bit background on this shit. You know what I'm saying? First, we got J Dilla. He made the kick, snare, and hat swing in different subdivisions. Dilla would drag one drum slightly late while another stayed early. So, drunk drums. Example, track shake it down, kick is on the grid, hats drag, and snare fills. We got Timbaland, which is the 3/4 king. Timbo used the African rhythmic DNA. Big Pimpin' is an example of that said. And dirt off your shoulder. So you got a Hatson 3 and a main rhythm 4. His grooves feel alien because they literally flow multiple times. You have Flying Lotus, who is a cosmic, uses cosmic polyrhythm. Fly Low layers multiple drum loops with different swing values. Zodiac shit is the same. Metro Boomin and modern trap. Trap hats are equal to a polyrhythm paradise, and the fact is that triplet hi-hats, 1 and 3 subdivisions, are literally classical polyrhythmic. They create rhythmic illusions. Example, kick and snare in 4, 3, rolls in 6, snare fills in 5 or 7, common with Weezy and PA. Modern trap equals digital African drum. Now, on to the mental part of this shit. You dig me? The neuroscience. Why polyrhythms affect your body. In fact, your brain has 2 timing systems. It's beat-based and interval-based. Polyrhythms force both systems to work at once, sort of like a beat sync in your brain, or the hemisphere shit that y'all be listening to while I listen to. Polyrhythms can change your breathing and heart rate, which is probably why some songs can you up and some songs make you chill out. Studies show 3-2 patterns mimic natural cardiac. And y'all still think that there's no God. Y'all really think that this shit ain't coordinated together type shit. Bruh, the same patterns that you can make in a song match your fucking cardiac rhythm of the heart. And music is usually the heart of what the people. Man, I ain't ready for that shit. I ain't gonna break this shit down. All right, now African drumming traditions use polyrhythms for trance, meditation, and possession rites. Your brain gets pulled between 2 numerical worlds. That's why you feel floaty, grounded, hypnotized. Now, I'm just going to run these off because they're just modern examples. You didn't know we're polyrhythmic. Beyonce's Run the World, Travis Scott's Sicko Mode. The only one that really matters out of all of these is Outkast, Bombs Over Baghdad, or B.O.B. for short. Drum cycle in 6, vocals in 4, and controlled cadence. Fela Kuti, anything that's Afrobeat equals 10 plus instrument polyrhythm. I don't think that it's a good ecosystem. I don't know. I don't like using that many instruments. Like I do, but I don't. Like 10. Holy shit, that's a lot, bro. Like that's just a lot. But Tool, Schism, rock band that literally writes in rotating polyrhythms like 5, 7, 12, 13. God damn, that's good. Well, when 2 rhythms collide, something bigger happens. Something you feel in your bones, even if you don't understand the matter. The case is closed. I am the beat detective, better known as Squish O'Connor.